Thank you. I think Dr. Hall was right. I am a bit embarrassed by hearing all those comments. Paul, first of all, thank you for your kind words, and most importantly, thank you for your outstanding friendship. It means the most. You know, as you might guess, I don't hear nice, flattering comments like that often, except for my sweet 10-year-old daughter here in the front row who still thinks I'm kind of cool. Right, Caroline? Yeah. Teenagers have outgrown that stage. It is so good that you're here with us tonight, showing great support for this fine university, great business school, for Dennis and myself. It means a lot to me. I'm humbled, as you might guess, to receive this honor you're bestowing upon me tonight. Like Dennis, let me start quickly with a few thanks. First to you, Dean Huss. Appreciate that. Dr. Becker, President Becker, appreciate your friendship and all you're doing for the university and the community. And Pete Petit, thank you. Pleasure to meet you today, and also the Board of Advisories. You know, Atlanta, as you all know, is really fortunate to have such a fine institution in Georgia State in our community. It is a school with a well-deserved reputation of having one of the best MBA programs in the country and ranking as one of the top 100 global business research institutions. It's a true asset for the community in which we live. Let me also say, Dennis, it's a privilege, truly a privilege, to share this stage with you in this tribute tonight. Thank you for all you do for the community, and I will do my darndest to protect your shares that you've invested in Equifax, and I'd encourage you to buy more. Dennis, I got 3 girls I got to put through college, so in fact, that goes to everyone here. Let me also say to my friends, Paul, and the 4 people that participated in the video, Tom Huff, Phil Heumann, Dr. Hall, and Sam Williams. They're each great leaders, as you know, great contributors to this great city of ours. And the words you hear from Paul and those in the video really reflect a broad-based warmth that I've received from this community since we arrived 5 years ago. So thank you all for your ongoing collegiality and support. I thought I'd spend a few minutes, and much like Dennis, direct a few comments towards the students here today, but I think the comments maybe also apply to the broader audience, and it has to do with leadership, but most importantly, a few tenets of leadership, and one tenet that I think is common in the past award winners here tonight, including Dennis as well, and that's a tenet that's very important to me about giving back. It's something that separates being a great leader from a good leader. Calvin Coolidge once said, "No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been rewarded for what he gave." And that's a staple by which I try to lead and live. And it's a cogent reminder, I think, for all of us, especially you students here tonight. Real leadership, in my opinion, is about the requirement to be both a great leader, but also a good leader. And I'll describe that for you in a moment. And again, to our students and to my 3 daughters, this applies to you as much as the Georgia State students. You are the future leaders of tomorrow, and each of you needs to find and chase your passion. But please, don't let the barometer of success be only how high you climb or how much money you make, but let it also be the heart you display in giving back. If you do that, I promise you, your life will be more fulfilled. People are hungry for an environment where morals and good deeds matter as much as the bottom line, and great leaders, who are also good leaders, will ensure the focus on achieving such an environment. Great leaders implicitly understand the value resides equally in what you create for shareholders, employees, and customers, and in what you give back to communities in which you live and work. Every leader has the right to define the vehicles through which they will give back, and great leaders, in my opinion, have a moral obligation to do so. Like many leaders who have been previously honored through the Georgia State University's Hall of Fame, I am fortunate to be in a position where I can leverage my role as Chairman and CEO of Equifax to make a difference in lives of others. As you know, Equifax is a vibrant, successful, 111-year-old company. It's hard to say vibrant and 111 years in the same voice. And I've got to tell you, after those 3 years that Dennis described we've been through, I feel like I've been here for 111 years. But a 111-year-old company, been domiciled here in Atlanta that entire time, and we bring great value to companies and consumers in 15 countries around the world. There's no doubt that every employee in our company takes great pride in our 110 years of success, but equally important to our culture is one in giving back to those in need. whether it's through our strong focus, as you heard from Dr. Hall and Tom Huff, on education, United Way, Habitat for Humanity, the arts, or other causes. Now, make no mistake, though, for some of my team members that sit here will reinforce this, the culture of Equifax is intensely competitive, and everyone wants to win in the marketplace each and every day, but they also understand that being just a great leader is not enough. They must also be a good leader and lend a hand to strengthen their communities. That's the culture of Equifax. So I humbly accept this honor on behalf of all of Equifax employees who make my ability to lead possible and who always make me proud of their great willingness in stepping up to support the causes that are near and dear to our heart. Since coming to Atlanta 5 years ago, I continue to be touched by the sincere warmth and welcoming gestures I've received from the city, and awed by the ongoing partnership between business and the community at large. Atlanta is truly a great place to live and a place that I do plan to retire. But there's much still to be done, with numerous paths from which we can all make a contribution. In closing, I want to once again express my sincere thanks, Dean Huss, to all of Georgia State for this wonderful tribute. I am deeply honored. I'd be remiss if I didn't end by thanking my lovely wife, Joan, my great daughters, Allie, Katie, and Caroline, for your unwavering support in allowing me to do what I do. Thank you.